Hey guys, Moose here, and today I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about canals, from turrets, Valkyrie cameras, echo drones, shield placements, and on top of that some common runouts and spawn peaks. This first cam you guys are going to be seeing is really going to help you lock down that scuba gear room as well as outside of lockers. This cam, while not the most well hidden in the world, can honestly be overlooked by some attackers if they're not directly looking for it. If they're spazzing out trying to find it, there's a chance they might not, because from the other side of the garage it is of course covered by this huge pipe. This next cam, if they do get into scuba, it's very hard to notice unless you are specifically looking for it. I've had this cam used against me a lot of times. I've seen it, called it out to my buddies, because when you're playing, your brain is not in that mindset. You're more worried about getting peeked. And this camera right here really can put the pressure on the enemy attackers once they enter the objective. This camera here, very well hidden in this dark corner, and that's the best place for these types of cameras, yeah? In those corners, unseen. No rushing attacker rotating through the new tunnel is going to stop for a moment. You call it out, they go up the ladder, they die to the person playing in bathroom, simple as that. These next two cameras, there are two variants. This first one is done utilizing the C4 bounce trick. I, of course, mess it up on the first try because I suck, but this next one, you can see the angle that it's going to give you, and it's very similar to the other cam like this that you could do on border, utilizing this same exact trick. Now, from the context of this video, you can see that the bottom half of the sink, I guess the end piece, doesn't actually cover fully the camera. If we were on old Valk cams, I'm sure you could see fully under the door, or under the thing and out the door, but we're not. So, this is what we have to work with, and as you can see from the angle it provides, you can see everything in that hallway, unless they are, of course, in that single corner, which I just showcased. The problem with that is, most attackers aren't going to sit in that corner, and if they do, they have a chance that they can get peeked from lockers, or somebody inside of scuba just comes into the hallway, dead. This next variation is even better, as it allows you to see a lot more of the entranceway into the hallway rather than the actual hallway itself, and you have the same amount of visual, but you, on top of that, you have more of a view toward the entrance rather than just the hallway, which makes it very clean, useful, and as you can see, it is hidden by this pipe on the sink, so you don't have to worry about it getting shot. This next camera, very well hidden, and it does give you a good view to the top, or the middle of the stairs that some attackers do like to hold to kind of to stop the rotate through side if you have a Habana, or if you leave the wall soft, you know, or they have a thermite if they can get it off. It's very obscure and well hidden, very hard to see. Most attackers aren't even going to think twice. This next cam, while it may look obvious, you'd be surprised how many people don't look down. They expect Valkyrie cameras to be up, so they're not going to be expecting this one, and as you can see, it gives you almost a full view of the entire room the hatch is in. This next one, 90, red-green, a very good camera to stop anyone from rotating on the 90, on the corner. This one here, another really good camera. You would have to throw this late in the round for it to be useful, because attackers obviously are going to spawn sailboats. Not sailboats, yeah, it is sailboats, sorry. But this camera does give you a very good view of the balcony and everybody outside of it, and as well as the roof. Very clean camera, very useful, very good. This next camera, while not the most well hidden, of course, same thing applies. If attackers are not looking for it, they're not very likely to spot it, and this will give you a way to kind of watch the hallway outside of the B-bomb site downstairs in map room. Very good camera, very unlikely to be shot. This cam, another late round cam, that, well, you'll have to throw this out after the round starts, obviously, and the attackers are attacking, but as you can see, it does give you a full, clear view of anybody upside down rappelling on either of these windows, which, newsflash, does come in useful later in the video, as you'll see from the spawn peek that I do show. This cam, in also near maps room, very good at holding this here, because I know a lot of attackers like to sit right there and kind of peek, and very clean. This one, right here, one of my favorites. If you pay attention to the screen, most useful spots I've seen, and you can throw it from safety inside of the building, and look at the angle you get from this one single camera. Very good if you're doing a run out or you're playing on the other side of the map and you want to see when the attackers are, of course, pushing you. You can run out, catch them off guard, especially if you're defending upstairs, because they will not expect it. So yeah, very good. These next two cameras, three cameras actually, are kind of interchangeable. Very well hidden, especially if you can get it in more of the shadows like this one here, if you see. Yeah, see, it landed directly in the shadows, which really obscures it, and it does give you a very great view on the other side of the roof where attackers do like to push, or not push, but hold the angle into A site and through the rotate like the whole way between A bomb and B bomb while you are upstairs in security. Very good. These next few are going to be Maestro camera spots. Very, very good. As you know, you want to place Maestros high. And this one's already very high in and of itself. It gives you a very great view of the bomb site, but you can go further. If you, like I do, step up on top of this printer, you can place it even higher, which makes it very less likely to die to Twitch drones and Thatchers, because if you point it up, they can't shoot it. But remember, don't break the printer, or you can do it. Little tip, you can still get that Maestro even if you cannot reach it. Kind of cool. This next camera is very, very good at helping you lock down that hallway and not really have to worry about it. See, these TVs, completely indestructible. Now, if you tried to place your Maestro here, as you can see, you will fall. But as long as there is something behind your feet and something for you to stand on, you can place it. And the angle that this Maestro cam does provide you is very useful, and again, it is high enough so that Twitch drones, if the Maestro is pointed up, can't hit it, and you can move it even further to the right to, of course, look out the window toward that normal peak and the top of the roof, if the window obviously is broken. Very good cam, locks it down. This next camera, very good, very good. You have, of course, have to do a little bit of a trick to get up here. If you stand on top of this lamp at the right angle, you can get it very high off the ground, again making it immune to Twitch drones. Very good. You have to stand on the lamp, and the back part of the lamp obviously has to be facing you. However, it does not hamper you in the slightest. This cam can help you in defending the site upstairs, and honestly, as long as that cam's up, you don't really have to hold this objective that much, because this camera, as you can see, can watch the window in red and the window in green. This is another variation of that camera. This one more susceptible to Twitch drones and Thatcher. However, it is just as useful at holding down red as long as you have those two holes, or an ability to see through that wall into the rest of the objective room. As you can see, very good angles, very clean. I think I do go outside to give you guys a very clear view of how much this Maestro can lock down, if and only if you have the right situation for it to be in. But as you can see, can completely see the right side of red window. Very clean, very good, very useful, and that's the whole thing, usability and intel. This camera, again, high enough off the ground to not get shot immediately. Very good. Just parkour your way up onto this desk, stand on the computer, stand up as high as you can, and you get this angle, which can help you watch the hatch if you are defending downstairs in scuba. Again, very good, and it even has a little bit of usability while watching the top of the stairs, and the middle. The rotate to the middle, not so much the middle because of the brick wall in between the two. But, again, high enough to not be destroyed by conventional means, Thatcher Twitch. Ash Sledge, they're going to just destroy it, but it does have a little bit of safety. This next one requires a little bit of crouch spam and deployableness, but you can actually place it between these two kayaks, which will give you a very good view into scuba suit room, and keep you safe from any attackers that are wanting to push that way, because of course by the time they get to this door, they are going to want to look for defenders, and that gives the Maestro the opportunity, if he is alive obviously, to hit them for 5 damage with each tick before they have the ability to shoot his cam. And if he tilts it up and it's a Twitch Thatcher, they can't shoot it. So, good cameras save lives. There's another one downstairs, very simple. You've probably already seen this one before, but I figured I would put it in anyway because it does allow you to watch the rotate up through the tunnel into the bathroom, which is very important, and it also allows you to watch lockers as long as Maestro is alive. If Maestro is not alive, he needs to do his job. Another somewhat common camera that you may see. Just helps you kind of hold lockers. Again, Maestro on this map is very good at defending the higher up objectives. Very, very bad on certain ones, such as downstairs. He doesn't have a lot of utility. And now we move to some certain shield placements and echo drones. This shield right here, you would think, yeah, I'm going to defend green hallway. But the answer is no. This shield actually is by far the single most easiest, I guess, way to defend anybody peeking that window, because you can pop before they do, and with this shield in the way, no way, especially with the way they did the new windows, and it also helps you hold down that hallway if the attackers do push that way. I've gotten so many one-taps just off this single shield looking out that window. This next Echo drone placement is still going to be viable after shifting tides. There is a bug right now on the TTS that does make the Echoes extremely visible. It is a bug. UB is not adding it. So this Echo will be very useful to you if you are the type of player who likes to put your drones down and then kind of help your team rather than stay on your drones the entire time. It allows you to watch the rotate stairs up through, I think that room actually leads straight down into scuba. There's a whole stairwell, and it also allows you to watch vending machines and the double window there. Very useful, very good. This cam on top of green stairs is one of my favorites to use because attackers never see it. By the time they push up the stairs, I mean, you would expect the camera to be, if it hits you, you would expect it to be in the middle, right? You're not going to expect it to be on that concrete beam. And as you can see from the bottom of the stairs, extremely, and I mean extremely well hidden. There's no way you're going to see that unless you are an IQ or you are specifically looking for it. Next shield placement, if you have a player playing on vending machine and top of scuba stairs, you do not have to worry about peeks from red door, and this Echo can also be, this shield strat can also be very viable if they do get into the other bomb site and attempt to push into the other to plant. If there is a thermite planting, obviously, he can't plant unless he's safe, right? So, as long as that Echo's there, he's not safe, or anybody behind that shield, honestly. He's not safe, especially a Legion. But Echo is, I mean, he has an ACOG and one of the best SMGs on defense. So, naturally, you would play him there, and it locks it down. This next camera, while kind of the most finicky cam I've ever seen, you would be surprised just how many people actually miss this camera because it blends in so well with the light. This next cam, this is a scuba cam with Echo. Again, you could throw it on top of the tanks, but I've found that a lot more, it doesn't have as much usability, and this one right here, because of the dirt spots on the ceiling, is just as viable, and it sees just as much, and it also allows you to cover mid yellow. This Echo is a nasty one. It blends in so well with the top of the ceiling, and from this Echo, you can see the entirety of the hatch. The entire hatch room and the hatch, whoever's peeking it, are vulnerable to this Echo. Very good. Now, this next section is just a couple of spawn peaks. This is the spawn peak, obviously, looking toward the main gate if the attacker spawn sailboats and run to the right. It's easy to get the spawn peak. Attackers most commonly don't pre-fire this window. They more or less are worried about the middle portion of the map, the bridge. So, as you can see, easy to get picked off, easy kills, if you pay attention. This is just another, the angle. I mean, obviously you can see the window, but would you be looking at that, or would you be more worried about other peaks? That's the question that you really need to ask yourself when you look at all these spawn peaks. How often do you think it would work? Leave that in the comments below. This next one is a C4 runout that is almost 99% lethal if they spawn sailboats. If you throw it exactly where I do, it will land top stairs. As you can see, I hit him right in the face and he's on the middle of the stairs. You throw that, detonate it immediately, instant kill. This is just how quick it can be done. Run up the stairs, throw the C4, and this time my friend threw it, and you can see that it did in fact go all the way to the bottom of sailboats. So if somebody is taking too much time in spawn, you throw that C4, they're done. There's nothing they can do. Usually attackers stop, shoot the camera. They're worried about getting peeked from windows. You just run up the stairs. Easy double kill. Easy run out. This next run out was with Jaeger. Very basic, but I just wanted to highlight it because a lot of people do not expect it. They just rush past right up here and they die. This next jump out with Doc from Green Hallway. Easy kills. Attackers shooting cameras or watching downstairs. This next run out, wait a couple of seconds, run outside, look right. The attackers aren't going to expect it, especially not from a defender. Valkyrie alibi. This is a direct counter to, they're not a direct counter, but this is a good counter to the upside down rappel on these two windows. And it is done utilizing the Valkyrie camera. I did show you guys outside in the garage. You just sit in scuba, wait, watch the cam, jump out. This next jump out, easy kill. Jump out, look left, I just let the recoil carry it up. Easy kills if you try for them. This is it from the attacker's perspective. While you could get shots off and potentially kill, if the defender's accurate enough, doesn't matter. Leave a like, share the video, and subscribe for more. Moose out.